Welcome to the Hank Cisco Show, ladies and gentlemen. Don't touch that remote. Got great show here today. In fact, I just want to talk. The month of March is one of the most famous months, I guess, other than Christmas and December and Easter. But two great saints, St. Patrick and St. Joseph. And March the 17th, St. Patrick's. The 19th is St. Joseph. Now, I just want to mention something. This will be aired after St. Patrick's Day, but we will have a St. Patrick's special. I was to have a whole gang of Irish dancers and singers and all, but they got tied up on the turnpike. so we'll have it at a later date. So we have a show here. I just want to mention a little bit about St. Patrick's and St. Joseph and our special guests here from the Friends from the Library. Okay, that's a big thing coming up. Now, I just want to do a little bit about St. Patrick. You know, here's a nice little thing here, okay? And my daughter bought all these things, you know, we were over at the senior suites, and we had a professional singer, Joanne Desimone, was there and helped singing. So I just want to let you know that I'm celebrating St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Now, a little about St. Joseph. Come on now, St. Patrick, take it easy here. All right, whatever, you want to go over there. Now, St. Joseph, what do we know about St. Joseph? St. Joseph, in Sicily, where my parents were born, a little town, you know, the whole island, there was a drought. Nobody could eat, you know, food was scarce. Crops were not growing. So the people were praying, St. Joseph, please, St. Joseph, make it rain. If it rains, we'll have a feast. We'll feed the poor. We'll do everything. But the only thing that grew without the rain was the fava bean, the little fava bean. And the fava bean was the only thing that they survived. They ate a lot of fava bean with the soup, fava bean with the breakfast, you know. So this fava bean, on March the 19th, it rained. The people were happy, and they call it St. Joseph table. That's all kinds of food. And this little fava bean became what they call a lucky bean. And they say, as long as you carry a fava bean in your possession, you will never be hungry and you'll never be broke. So, two great saints. And so, God bless them both, and God bless America, and God bless anybody else that needs a blessing. I can't give anybody any blessings right now, but I want to tell you about my two guests here in this corner. Okay, now, friends from way back, you know, when we say friends of the Norristown Library, okay? Now, tell us who you are, tell us your name, your title, and what you're doing here.
Sure. Hi, I'm Doug McCann. I'm the president of the Friends, and we're here to promote a program that we have got coming up.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's Bill Wine from KYW.
Bill Wine, is he any relation to Bobby Wine, the baseball player?
Not that I know of.
We'll check him when we come.
Okay. But yeah, his program is called, based on the book, Bestsellers in Cinema.
He wrote the book? What?
No, it's a talk about books that have been made into movies.
Oh, in other words, first the book and then the movie.
Yeah.
And what's he going to talk about?
Basically, I think it's going to be sort of the difference between reading the book and watching the movie. And it's going to be a lot of stuff that
they change it a little bit, right?
Very familiar with.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they always do. But, you know, it's movies like Schindler's List, The Graduate, Clockwork Orange, even going back to Great. And it's going to be a program with question and answer. So it should be very good.
Silence of the Lamb, too, right?
Oh, yeah.
And Sophie's Choice. And, okay, now, where's it going to, where you going to be?
The date is April 12th. It's going to be in the community room at the Montgomery County Norristown Public Library.
That's on Pound Sweet Street.
Right, yeah, just exactly.
Right. Okay, what are you doing here? You're former vice president, right?
I'm former president. I had the pleasure of serving as president about 5 years ago. My name is Jean Paquette.
Yeah, how you say that again?
Paquette.
Okay, you know, I have a little trouble pronouncing names.
That's all right.
But now, how long have you been involved with the library?
Probably, well, I've been involved with the Friends, I suppose, for about 15 years.
Yes.
And it's a wonderful organization. we're always looking for new members,
Right.
and
Well, what do you do? What's your
we-
function?
we support the library with, we have
Promote?
financial assistance and cultural assistance. We provide programs and trips for members of the Friends, and
Yes, and you had quite a few named people that passed away, and some are still around, but they can't come to meetings and all. But Davenport. Tell me about.
Alice Davenport was founded the Friends in '75.
Who, Horace or his wife?
Alice,
His
wife.
wife,
Judge-
yeah.
Judge
Yeah, she used to be a
Davenport's
school
wife.
teacher, right, Norristown. Family, right. They used to live on Green Street. They lived in 500 block, I lived in 800 block, right?
Yes.
And then he became judge, you know?
Right.
So now tell me about the library. Okay, why would I want to go to the library? What's down there?
well, a wonderful education is there, and it's all practically free. The library, you can take courses in computers. You can learn how to go online and reserve books.
No, they have like a class?
Oh yes, there are classes.
Like me, I'm 90 years old. What am I going to learn? I can't go
Well,
to school, right?
You're
Yoga.
going to
I gotta
learn
pack a
how
lunch.
to go online. You're going to learn
I'm going to go there.
perhaps Microsoft Word. They have classes in particular internet.
You know, I know how to work the computer, but I'm a dinosaur. You know, I can boop, beep, 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 you know. But it's always good to be able to, you know, like I want to put something on Facebook or something like that. I don't know how to do it. You know.
Well, then you should go to the library and take.
Would they have classes or?
They have classes. They have classes, and they're only $5 a session, and some of the sessions
yeah.
last about 4 hours. So it's quite a buy.
And you're the president, you're past president.
Yes.
And you're volunteers. In other words,
Yes.
you got paid, right? You got paid weekly, very weekly. Nothing. No, so I'm so happy that
We
you know,
love working for the
you know,
library.
It's something to be a volunteer. I know I go down to the Missionary of Charities, Mother Teresa, when she first came to Norristown, they opened a shelter, and I've been involved there since. And they had the convent. They took over the convent, and so the plumbing was bad, the wallpaper, everything was, you know. So I got the buildings and trade union guys on a Saturday when they're working. They go, oh, they fix, you know, did all the work. So I still involved down there. It's really something. So that's volunteer. You don't have to knock yourself out, but just, you know, a little helping hand. So what you do is so important for the community.
The library, yes.
That library.
The library also has, they have wonderful children's programs at the library, very active children's department there. They're about to, soon they will have a gallery night where the children of the surrounding schools make art. They have art activities and produce them, and they're displayed at
Another avenue, right?
Yes.
It's a very big deal. The students from all the area schools have their art displayed around the library. And I wish I had that date with me, but it would certainly be on the library website.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
How do you get on that? What's it?
mc-npl.org.
And that you could learn a lot what's going on down there,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, as far as what's available at the library, it really is up to date. You can, as Jean said, you can reserve books. You can, what's it called when you check a book out again? Renew books. And there's a pretty extensive computer lab. And, you know, like as she said, there's courses on I think the comment was there's everything from yoga to resumes. So there's a lot going on, a lot
It's
of
all
movies.
there, too, right?
A wonderful reference department. A wonderful reference department, yes.
Right.
And we're keeping up to date. We've got the ability to download audio books or download books to e-readers. And of course, there's videos and normal books and pretty extensive
now-
databases.
You have to go there and sign up to be a member, right? That's to be a
Yes.
member of
Yes.
to get a book out
You
of there.
have to
Right.
get a
We want to
card,
encourage
yeah.
people to go there.
Yes.
You know, who was it? President Truman. he says, what's new? The history we haven't read. And it's true.
Yes.
You know, the history, that, you know, what happened before, and you learn by, I'm a former boxer, okay? And I learned more with the fights I lost. I didn't lose too many, but I learned more from the fights I lost than the fight I won, because I was holding my hand down it, I got over here. So next time I keep it up here. So I learn by experience and by pain. so okay, now what else is going on down there?
Well, besides our Bill Wine program, the trustees are having their...
Tell me something about Billy Wine, a little bit.
Bill Wine is the film critic at KYW and a professor...
Film critic?
Yeah.
For KYW radio?
Yeah, you can hear him review movies quite often on KYW.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he's going to be there on the
12th.
On the 12th. All right. And what else? Any other activity going on? You have some music? Any singing? You want me to come over there and sing a little song or something? You know, no, yeah. I mean,
We'd love to have
Joanne.
you.
I get Joanne Desimone to sing, and I got another Asian girl that she sings. How much is that dog in the window? That was great, you know. So I don't know, but it's so nice for the people in Norristown. They don't really realize what you have available
Right.
to move, to learn more. You know, they say an informed nation is a peaceful nation, okay? In health, an informed person in health is a healthy person. So you have to read, you have to watch, you have to talk,
Yes.
right?
Yes. They have a very large affair in June, the library has now.
In June?
In June, yes, and it's going to be held this year at Elmwood.
That's right.
Where?
Elmwood Zoo.
It's our 5th annual library fundraiser. It's called
Oh yeah,
June Jazz.
I think Stan Kelly, not Stan Husky, I think, is involved in that.
Yeah, he
He's
was
on
one
the- I
of
think
the
he's on it.
trustees.
It's a fundraiser.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, where's it going to be held again?
At the
At
zoo.
Okay.
On June 5th.
And then where did it say?
That pavilion at the zoo.
In the pavilion, the zoo?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And what's going to be there? Music and food?
yeah,
Manja,
it's
manja, manja?
Manja, 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 and the In-Town Band. I don't know if you've heard them. It's
Who?
a great little
Oh, yeah,
jazz
yeah,
band,
yeah,
the In-Town
yeah,
Band.
good. Yeah, I've had them on the show here.
Yeah, we'll have, drinks and hors d'oeuvres,
Uh-huh.
and $50 a head. We need
much?
to raise $50.
Wow.
Need to
Oh, well, you
raise
know,
some money.
it's for a good cause.
Absolutely.
And
Yes.
tax deductible, right?
There you go.
Yes. Yes.
No problem. Okay, now, you have that coming up, that's on June the 5th,
Right.
Thursday, right? And that's going to be at 5 o'clock at the zoo. Now, let's talk a little bit more about this. I'm really, this fella here, okay, Bill Wine. How did you get hooked up? How'd you get involved with him?
Well, I'm glad you asked me that, because we owe a big shout out to the Pennsylvania Humanities Council. They allow organizations like ours to get top-notch speakers through an application process.
Oh, okay.
And he's one of their speakers, and we were really very pleased to get him. Some people have heard him speak before, and always give very high reviews to his talks.
And one thing, it's free.
Yeah, it is
Yes,
absolutely
yes.
free.
No problem,
Yes,
you know.
It is free.
And and it's a family thing. You can bring your family with you. You can bring your
Sure.
children, right?
Yes.
Now, do you remember? You've been around a while. You remember where the library used to be? How many places changed?
I remember
me
it on
remember.
DeKalb down near St. Patrick's, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was one there on DeKalb, the 500 block at DeKalb Street.
Yes.
Was
there never?
next to the church, next to the First Presbyterian Church.
Yes. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And then it moved to another church next to the pizza place there on Marshall Street. It's a church
I don't
now.
remember that.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
was
remember.
because I was
I don't remember that.
I was with Norristown Police, and I was had my office was the second floor of City Hall, the old City Hall, and I look across in the library over there. But now it's a church. I think it's closed down now, but it's right next to the pizza place there on Marshall and DeKalb Street. But it moved 1, 2, 3, and there it is. You know.
Yes. Yes.
In fact, the first time was on Penn Street, next to, on Penn Street was continued. They eliminated that part of Penn Street. It used to be right behind the square.
Oh,
main,
really?
yeah, that's way
Oh.
back. When I was a
Yeah.
policeman, I had to walk the beach in 1951, you know, so.
You were a
I'm
policeman?
talking an old age. So, now well, you retired from what? What all did you do? Tell me
Oh,
something about yourself.
I'm actually not retired. I work at DataCap Systems as an Android programmer. At DataCap Systems, we do electronic payments.
Oh, and you're still working?
Yeah,
Oh, you're not retired?
no,
When are you going to retire?
that's a good question. When I need
You're
to.
in good shape, so stay with it.
There you go.
All right, what did you do?
Well, my husband and I moved to Norristown in the 60s, and my husband worked for Sacred Heart Hospital for 35 years.
What's he do?
He was community relations at Sacred
What
Heart.
hospital? Montgomery?
Sacred Heart.
Oh, Sacred Heart.
Sacred Heart
Oh.
Hospital, yes. So we raised our family
Was he
here.
there when they closed it up?
He had retired just before.
Just before that, yeah.
Just before they
Wasn't that a
closed.
dramatic thing?
Yes,
You know,
yes.
I remember
It was very sad.
I was with the county detective at the time, and we had to get ambulances and move the people.
Mm-hmm.
And it's closed it just like that, and the ambulances were lined up at Rittenhouse, the old Rittenhouse School, and they'd say, okay, need to send an ambulance, boom, they'd put the people in they were going to different places. That was a tragic thing.
Yes.
That was, you know, if you live long enough, my first child was born on Sandy Street, the old
Oh, yes.
Riverview,
yes,
Riverview Hospital.
Yes, yes.
And then they went to Suburban. Then the Sacred Heart Hospital, Montgomery Hospital. Now we got no hospitals.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
We had
yeah.
three: Riverview, you know, Montgomery, and Sacred Heart.
Yeah.
And I used to drive the emergency wagon. I had an experience one time, but we had an emergency wagon with stretcher. An accident, we put him in a stretcher, so Montgomery Hospital would loan us all the equipment was Montgomery Hospital. So this lady she got hit with a car on Marshall Street, and she says, "Take me to Sacred Heart." I said, "No, we have to go to Montgomery." So I took her to Sacred Heart. So I took the empty stretcher over to Montgomery Hospital. The guy says, "Where's the body?" I said, "Overseas." He says, "Well, get out of here." So there was a little feud between Sacred Heart and Montgomery at that time, you know. So now we have no hospitals. They're out
Right.
there. It's Einstein and Suburban, which thank God, we're in good shape.
Yes,
You know.
yes.
So what do you do to keep company other than to keep busy doing this?
Well, I do volunteer work. I've been very active in my parish through the years and active in the schools when my children went to school. And so I stay busy.
Good. And what else you do for activity? You play golf? You do what?
Actually, I go to yoga classes, and between that and work and the library, I keep myself
The library,
out of trouble.
yeah, right. Okay, now, let me see, that library from Alice Davenport, she started this back in what, 1975?
Right, we're coming up on our anniversary, our 40th anniversary.
Yeah. When is that anniversary? It's gonna a little big time, right?
Yeah, on the 2015 next year.
Okay. So what do you think of Norristown? What do you think?
Oh, well, I'm encouraged lately. It seems to be doing very well. I see good things happening there.
Right. What do you remember at Norristown? Valley Forge Hotel?
But, yes, I remember that when we first moved, there were a lot more small shops in Norristown.
Butcher
than-
shops,
yes,
grocery stores.
Yes. And so it's changed a lot
Yes,
over the
yes.
years. But I think some good things are happening there
Oh, yeah.
now. I
Well,
really do.
The good thing, like the theater, the Center Theater.
Oh, yes,
Right?
yes.
And then we got
And the
Horizon.
Horizon,
Yes.
Right,
too,
you got
yeah.
two. And you got
Yes.
John Doyle now. We're in the process of doing a big musical. And I don't want to talk no more about it, but I have some volunteers that are working to put something together. I mean, it's going to be a classic, you know. In fact, I'm always looking for talent, you know, singers right now. but I bumped into one, he's from South Korea. He's an opera singer. And so he couldn't speak English. And so he's going to sing a song. I said, well, can you sing a song? I said, just in a kidding way. I says, you know Italian song? He says, yeah. Oh, my God. He says, oh, sole mio. Oh, my God. I mean, he hit the notes like well, he is an opera singer. And I said, okay, good. So he's hooked up. Then we got Joanne Desibone, who is a professional singer. She sings at the casinos in different places, you know, fundraisers and, you know. And I also have Dean Garofalo, who imitates Elvis Presley. So we got Katie Sue, Asian from China. And so I want to see that, an international speaking singer.
Is this the Center Theater you're talking about? Or
yeah, oh yeah, John, yeah, we're planning on putting something together down there.
Right.
But right now, we want to get the music, and we got this. Joanne is going to be formulating, putting these things together because I can only do so much. You know, I'm like the cook. I just stir the pot. You know,
they've done some very good productions at Center Theater.
And I think Norristown should be a place where the county's seat.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
And we had everything. We had look at when I first started as a police officer, 1951. We had 12 schools. We had churches moved out, schools moved out, even the jail moved out. Everybody moved out. So, but we're going to move in. It's a whole different. You experienced all this. Tell us about it.
Well, no, honestly, I've only been in Norristown since about '93. And
where'd you come from?
Fort Worth, Texas.
Wow, Texas.
Yeah.
Where'd you get? Oh my God. How come you don't have a Texas hat, huh?
I do. I just left it at the house.
You do? I was with the International Police Association. I was speaking down in Houston, Texas, and I bought a hat, something like, I still have it, $5. You know, oh my God! But I don't want to wear it now. But I don't think it fits.
They used to import the hats from Stetson in Philadelphia.
What's that?
The hats used to all come from Stetson in Philadelphia.
Stetson. Oh yeah, remember that? Well, President Kennedy is the one that he's the one that messed up the hat industry. When he was sworn in, he didn't wear a hat.
That's right.
So, the president didn't wear a hat, and then next thing you know, people not wearing hats anymore, and the hat business went down the drain. My father had a shoemaker shop. We used to clean hats, you know, and we used to put it clean with the naphtha, you know, and then put it on there. It would turn, dry it, and then we'd put it on there and steam it and have a nice hat. Where is it? Over here. Just like that. How's that? Hey. When Irish eyes are smiling, that's enough. Now, all right, so, you like what you're doing?
Oh, yeah.
Being a volunteer, don't that give you a little energy or something that when you get up in the morning and say, well, I got something to do? And I think that's so important.
Oh, yeah, it certainly is, and it's good to contribute.
Help some people out there that they're sitting on rocking chairs, they're sitting there.
It's a very good way to spend your later years, your golden years. It's a very good way to stay alive, and yes, volunteering is wonderful.
Right.
Very useful and very gratifying.
My wife used to sing with a band, you know, and but when we married, and I said, no more in the band, you stay home, take care of the kids, you know. But now she has Alzheimer's, and but she's, that background of her singing, her what shall I say, her past history or of singing, now she still, all of a sudden she'll start singing a song like she would sing that, Betty Hutton would sing, there's a doctor and an Indian chief living in my town, and she would sing that, you know. And so that stimulates her, you know, and every once in a while the tune will come out. And she's always smiling, laughing, thank God, because you never know how it's going to hit you, you know.
Right,
so while you got the energy, do something. Don't waste energy.
Right.
Now, Hank, I don't want you to get the wrong idea about our organization. It's not that we spend a lot of hours at the library. We meet once a month. And, you know, we're
Well,
keen.
that's a good point. Because
Yeah.
people say, oh, I don't want to get tied down. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
this is what we really want citizens that are interested in programming and a quality library. And in fact, nowadays I think the nature of the library with all the digital information is changing. And we would like to see a lot more families and you know, young people getting involved with the Friends to give their input into what they need in a library in the 21st century.
There's wasn't somebody dedicated a lot of money and the little section, like they have a section in the library that they dedicated money. I think it was Steinbright or somebody that gave some money.
Yeah.
And it's certain.
It's a collection.
Yeah, a collection, yeah. So, well, all right, now we're here and we're talking about what we're here for.
We're talking about the Bill Wine program. It's based on the book Bestseller Cinema.
Right.
And what it's going to be is a program on Saturday, April 12th,
Right.
2 o'clock in the main, at the community room at the main branch in Montgomery County, Norristown Public Library. It's going to be a program that's open to questions and answers. There'll be a discussion of a number of movies and books, a number of books that have been made into movies.
Good. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, thanks a lot for allowing us to come into your home. Listen, now we have volunteers. What do they volunteer? Volunteering to help you, but you have to help yourself. Okay. So, until we meet again, keep bobbing and weaving. Keep your chunks off the canvas, stick and jab, and may bless each and every one. Okay? And here's a little token of appreciation here for you, and one for you.
Oh,
and here's
thanks, Hank.
over here. And we
Here.
say in Italian, alla salud. And that
Alla
means
salud.
to your health. If you got your health, you got everything. Alla salud. And to my Hispanic friends, adios, amigos. Here we go. The Friends Norristown Library. Ra. Amen.
Yes.
Thank you.